Hello and welcome to this YouTube video on the Wick Editor bridge and my Luke tool interface to it. My name is Luke O'Donnell and I am an animator, e-learning specialist and software developer. First of all, I want to thank all the great contributors to Wick Editor, and I especially want to acknowledge the original creators, Luca Damasco and Zachary Rispoli, who began the project as undergraduate students at Carnegie Mellon University School of Art. It grew out of an art and code class taught by Golan Levin, which I think is worth mentioning because it really shows where Wick comes from, a place where creativity and technical curiosity are meant to live side by side. I started my digital animation career using a now defunct tool called Flash. Flash was incredibly versatile. It let you be creative and learn code at the same time, and that combination shaped the way a lot of us think about animation and interactive work. Unfortunately, it faded from the scene as mobile phones became the dominant platform. The performance demands and the shift in web and device support made it increasingly impractical, and the industry moved on. Wick feels like it carries that spirit forward. It keeps the door open for people who want to animate, experiment, and build interactive ideas without losing that hands-on, learn by making energy. So thank you again to everyone who has helped build it, improve it, and keep it alive. I discovered Wick Editor in 2024, and honestly it stopped me in my tracks. It felt so familiar in the best way, like Flash had left fingerprints all over it, that same mix of drawing, animation and logic all living together. But what really sealed it for me was the community. There is a cool bunch of people around Wick who are genuinely into making things and helping each other do the same. I got hooked, and I decided pretty quickly that this was going to be my hobby tool. Something I could use to stretch my creative muscles and my programming muscles at the same time. So I started asking questions on the forums, trying to understand how it all works under the hood, and that is where things got interesting. Wick definitely has its limits, and once you start pushing deeper, the documentation gets pretty thin. After I found Wick, I did what I always do with a new tool. I just mucked about. I built a quick, dirty character called Witchy Poop, and threw it up on the Wick forums to share the process and see what people thought. It was basically me proving to myself that I could build a character fast, animate it, and get that classic Flash style workflow going. I built her as a set of separate body part clips so I could move pieces independently. Then I got her looping in a simple flying animation. Pretty soon I hit my first real wall. I wanted to treat animations like sprites I could swap and jump between, and that pushed me toward thinking in sprite sheets and JavaScript workarounds. That is when the bridge tool idea started to form. At first, the goal was simple. I wanted a way to test scripts quickly without constantly fighting the in-program code editor. Something I could pop open, run a script, see what it did, tweak it, run it again without breaking my flow. Then it clicked that a tool like that did not have to be just a sandbox. If I could pass data back and forth, I could start writing scripts that actually interfaced with the editor itself, reading what was selected, changing properties, injecting code, manipulating timelines, basically treating Wick like something I could extend from the outside. That is where the bridge stopped being a convenience and became a proper concept, a way to reach into the deeper parts of Wick and build my own tooling on top of it. Instead of doing everything inside Wick's built-in code editor, the bridge lets me open a simple panel and press buttons to test ideas immediately. That means I can try something, see what it does, tweak it and try again without breaking my flow or digging through menus. So this is where Luke Tools comes in. Yeah, I know calling them Luke Tools is a bit on the nose, but I built them, I use them, and it is the easiest way to keep a growing pile of little helpers organised and easy to find. Nothing grand, just a practical name that stuck. Luke Tools is basically a toolbox that sits alongside Wick Editor and makes the fiddly stuff quicker. In the coming videos, I want to share Luke Tools one by one. So far, here is what I have made. Lip Service. Lip Service is my lip sync helper. The idea is simple. Instead of manually building mouth shape timing frame by frame, the tool helps generate a clean set of mouth shape frames and timing on a timeline, so you can quickly map phonemes like A, E, O, M, etc. to frames and then test the results straight away. It is aimed at speeding up that repetitive part of character animation where you would otherwise spend ages nudging frames around. Frame adder. This one does exactly what it says. You pick a layer in your clip, run the tool, and it adds frames to that selected layer automatically. It is a small thing, but it saves time when you are setting up timing or extending an animation and you just want the structure in place without all the clicking. Rotate tool. This is a simple slider-based rotation tool. You select a clip or object, drag the slider, and it rotates smoothly while keeping your flow. It is meant to feel immediate rather than typing numbers or constantly switching panels. Multi-asset loader. This one is for bulk building scenes. You choose a bunch of assets and the tool drops them into the selected layer across individual slides, one asset per slide. So if you have 10 mouth shapes, 10 expressions, 10 poses, or a stack of background variations, it lays them out for you in a neat sequence automatically. Multi-asset deleter. This is the reverse of the loader. If you bulk loaded a set of assets into a layer across many slides and then decide you want to undo it, the deleter clears that run out quickly without you having to visit every slide and manually remove items. And that is it for this one. If you want to follow along as I share Luke tools one by one, please like and subscribe, because as they say, it really helps. And if you have not checked out Wick Editor yet, go give it a look. It is a seriously fun tool with a great community, and it might just scratch that animate and code itch the way it did for me.